Hey, Maryam here. Today I am going to talk about gray hair. Not dyed hair, naturally gray hair. I've been growing out my gray hair for the past 10 months and I wanted to share that with you. So if you want to hear more about it, stay tuned. As I mentioned before, I have been growing out my naturally gray hair for about 10 months. I think it's actually 11 months now. And it's been, I've had some rough patches, definitely, especially the first couple of months were really hard because I was dyeing my hair dark brown, black. I even had red hair for a while. So I've always dyed my hair. For 20 plus years, I've been dyeing my hair. I was prematurely gray. I turned gray in my early 20s, and it just got more and more, and I just could not stop dyeing my hair, and so I kept doing that for the longest time, and I developed a skin condition that I understand now that it's an allergy reaction to the hair colors. But since I could not stop dyeing my hair, I just accepted the fact that, okay, I'm just gonna have irritated scalp, itchy, red, horrible scalp, and I mean horrible scalp. That's gonna be part of it. I did not know. I had no clue that it was actually allergies. Less than a year ago, I came across this website that was talking about natural hair, and the girl's name I don't remember right now, but I will put that in the information box below if you want to read her story. She actually stopped coloring her hair, and she was in her late 30s, and I just remembered how beautiful she looked. I mean, it wasn't about the hair anymore, it was just her beauty, and just she was glowing even with the silver gray hair, and I thought, and it was natural. So I thought, wow, you know what? I'm gonna explore this. And this was about the time that gray hair was becoming a trend, and I was seeing models and young kids coming out with gray hair, you know, dye your hair gray, this, and I was Googling everything, and I was just finding some beautiful hairstyles and everything that was, you know, gray. So I figured, well, I want to see how gray I am. So I stopped coloring my hair for about 8 weeks, and let me tell you, that is just horrible thought in my mind right now. When I used to think about not coloring my hair every 3 to 4 weeks, I would just freak out. I would have gray hair all along my, what do you call it? Along the side of my face. It was all coming out gray. Every time I dyed my hair, I just had to every 2 weeks touch it up with these really stinky charcoals and waxes and things like that, and powders, and oh my gosh, I experimented with a lot of different things just to cover up the gray, and I did that for years. So finally, when I decided, okay, I'm gonna stop, and I had stopped coloring my hair for 3 months when I was pregnant with my daughter, and I would cover up my hair with headbands. I would wear hats. I would do anything so I would not have to see the gray hair. I even bought, I remember, I would like cover my nose and just spray on the Bumble and Bumble coloring sprays, because I was so freaked out that I would inhale it. So I would just hold my breath for like, you know, however many seconds I could do it with pregnant belly, and would just do that, and it was just a scene. So anyway, long story short, I finally decided not to color my hair recently, and so when I decided to give that trial period of 8 weeks, I went through a tremendous emotional breakdown. I couldn't accept it. I went to Target or wherever, and I bought a bunch of hats because I said, okay, I'm gonna try this for a couple of months and see what happens. So finally I tried on hats. I hate wearing hats, so that didn't work out. The headband thing didn't work out for me. So finally I said, you know what, I broke down and I said, okay, I'm gonna invest my money. I don't want to cut my hair off because I wanted to keep the length. And so finally I went and bleached my hair And it was a process. I went to a professional hair salon. I did it professionally because I just didn't want to break my hair and damage my hair any further. So I went to a professional, had it done. It took about, I would say, 2 or 3 tries. First, she told me that because it was so dark and I was using boxed colors, she had no idea how my hair was going to bleach out. So what she recommended was actually weaving my hair, you know, putting highlights in my hair. So I went with that the first time. Second time, we tried bleaching the whole head or something like that. Oh no, she weaved out the dark ones, and so to make it blend more, I guess. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but she had to weave out the dark after I initially got the first highlight done. So then she did that, and then the third time I said, you know what, I don't have any more money to invest in this. I just want to get my hair bleached out. So finally I went in, bleached the whole head, entire head from front to end, or end to front, and so that worked. Actually, I got it to be a light enough blonde that I could live with. It was kind of blending in with my silver hair, because if you could see, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but if you could see that it's actually really silver. Like, my hair is, I don't want to mess up my hair, but it's completely white up here, and then it kind of becomes like a charcoal color underneath, and you can kind of see where the bleaching ends right here. So this is all my natural color right here. You can see that. I'm so excited I am talking about this because sharing my journey feels so good, because I feel so amazing right now, because I feel like I have finally, I'm free. I feel free, I really do. Free of all the chemicals, hair dyes. Back to the story. So I bleached my hair, then it turned really yellow. I mean, not yellow, but like a blonde that was yellowy, had yellow tones in it, which I really disliked. I've never been a blonde, real true blonde, and I was always a brunette, so I was used to that. My eye was not used to seeing me as a blonde, so I really struggled with that. So I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do to my hair? It was damaged. I mean, of course, you're gonna get damaged if you bleach your hair, but it wasn't so bad. The only problem I had was the tone of it. So I went and I watched a YouTuber, she was talking about toning with 2 different Wella colors, so I did that. It turned out great, it did, but it didn't last long. So the toning doesn't last long. So I went out and I decided, oh my gosh, I am going to try the whole pastel, lavender, or whatever color. I'm going to try that. I felt like lavender was the kind of color that would blend, not blend, but it would complement silver better. So I decided to do that, and I love it. I love it. I love doing that. I usually do that maybe every other month, or whenever I get tired of the blonde or whatever is at the tip, whatever color it happens to be, and I go in and temporarily just put semi-color in my hair, and I'm like a ombre, lavender, and silver for a while. So that's really fun, and I have done a video on this. If you want to watch that video of how I achieve the pastel colors, you can click on the icon somewhere and on the screen, or I will put a link on the bottom of this video, so you can check that out. So yeah, lavender hair and pastel colors, I love them. I love trying it, and then the tint stays in my hair for, I would say, 4 to 5 shampoos. I enjoy the lavender, and then it kind of tints into a grayish, bluish tint, which is great because it kind of matches my whole entire head. So that's, I guess that's my story. I just kind of wanted to share that with you, because if you're out there and you're trying, you're struggling, you're trying to find, you're contemplating going gray, you're contemplating growing out your natural gray hair, but you just can't get yourself to it, It is amazing. Once you get past that 6-7 month period, your hair grows out and you can cut out the whatever color you have, you know, that you've been coloring your hair in the past. It's so unique. Everyone has their own gray hair color. Some people have more charcoal, some people have more silver, some people have really white hair. I love that. I love that. I think it has become such an amazing journey because, first of all, my scalp is completely healed. I'm not red. I don't get itchy scalp anymore. It has become such an amazing journey because, first of all, my scalp is completely healed. I'm not red. I don't get itchy scalp anymore. It's been amazing. So that's gone away, and I feel like the hair that's growing out is so much healthier. I got a little trim recently, and I'm going to get more until I can get my actual true color all over. Really, if you are trying this out, if I can be of any help, if you're going through a struggle and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to run out and buy another box, or you have an emergency box at home and you want to run to it, you know, leave a comment below. I'd love to help out if I can in any way. Just, you know, if you're doing this, it's going to be amazing. And yeah, so make sure to subscribe to my channel. Please, if you want to watch any more videos, I'm going to have lots of other, this is just my journey. This just started this year, so I'm going to have a bunch of other videos for you. And I want to just say, please subscribe below, down here somewhere, and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. And if you want to see more hair stuff, like products I use for curly hair, or if I come up with like a new way of doing my hair or whatever, or if you want me to review any hair products, please let me know in the comments below. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see ya.